Kevin Costner's Horizon beats Furiosa at the streaming game on Netflix after both flopped in theaters. In recent years, people needed a good reason to go to the theater and spend money and several hours on a film after the rise of the streaming services. 2024 was a guessing game at the box office because many blockbusters failed to bring the numbers they intended. Kevin Costner's Western Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1, and Furiosa, a Mad Max story included. On paper, the two films had what it took to become a success story at the box office. A star-studded cast, a popular pre-existent IP in Furiosa's case, and generous budgets. Following their unfortunate theatrical run, Horizon, An American Saga Chapter 1 and Furiosa, a Mad Max story became successful on Netflix following their release on the platform last week, entering the top 10. Chapter 1 of the Horizon franchise settled in the 7th spot with 4 million views globally, the equivalent of 12 million hours viewed considering its 3-hour length. In the US, Horizon came in 3rd place, behind Carry On and the 688. Furiosa, which was also released during the same week as Horizon in the US on Netflix, lost the fight and only managed to hold on to the 9th spot with 3.8 million views, the equivalent of 9.3 million hours viewed. It came just behind the animated Christmas fantasy film That Christmas and ahead of another Chris Hemsworth-led movie, In the Heart of the Sea, which wrapped the top 10 with 3.7 million views. In the US, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, was in 4th place, behind Horizon. Both films experienced some solace on streaming following their disappointing theatrical runs. Chapter 1 of Horizon received some attention after its release on digital, becoming the 10th most popular movie on streaming in late August. After its release on Max in late August, Furiosa also received many views on the platform, where fans kept it in the top 10 for several weeks, following its success on VOD. Horizon and Furiosa flopped at the box office. Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1 is set to kick off a Western franchise, but it failed to impress at the box office, despite having a positive reception from the audience. On Rotten Tomatoes, the first installment in the Kevin Costner-directed film has a rotten 51% score from the critics, but 70% from the audience. Unfortunately, out of its $50 million budget, the movie only won back $31.4 million by the numbers, without considering the marketing and distribution costs. When it comes to Furiosa, its theatrical disappointment was bigger because of the higher budget but also because of its good reviews. The film earned a stellar reception, and it currently holds a certified fresh badge with a 90% approval score from the critics and 89% from the audience. Unfortunately, it only grossed $172.4 million worldwide, which was just enough to cover its $168 million budget, but not to make a profit, by the numbers.